Now, it's described as a day of international friendship, but World Thinking Day is celebrated since 1926. It's an opportunity to speak out on issues that affect young women, as well as fundraising for 10 million Girl Guides and Girl Scouts in 150 countries. To tell us more from the Girl Guide Association of TNT, we are joined by International Commissioner Huldah Balchan-Bissoo and Sarah Ali, captain of the First Endeavour Junior Guides and Girl Guides Association of TNT Media Guide. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. How are you this afternoon?
Thank you for having us.
And
Thank you very well.
Ms. Huldah, we want to start with you, though. In terms of looking at the way that you would normally observe the day, how would the Girl Guides normally observe World Thinking Day?
Every year on that occasion, we set a date, a special day to celebrate World Thinking Day because most of the time, the 22nd of February falls during the week. So we set aside a Saturday before or after, which is most convenient to the entire country, guiding community. And we have a huge celebration where all our girls, young leaders, friends of the Girl Guides, parents, supporters come in and join together in celebration. The girls work on the World Thinking Day theme and focus on presentations based on that theme. And basically, it's our day to come together, reignite our guiding spirit, connect with guides all over the world because this is an international celebration. So we celebrate basically with 10 million girls all over the world.
Now, you're speaking about celebrating this internationally and already having that kind of virtual aspect. But Sarah, I want to bring you in and ask about the, Ms. Huldah just spoke about that guiding spirit. What has it been like in terms of engaging the girls, making sure that everyone is still on track and that that spirit is fresh and alive?
Well, because it's new virtually, it has been difficult to get them back engaged, and a lot of times they tend to be a little bit shy in front of the cameras and everything. But they were getting there. We actually have a very huge media guide presence that we recently launched during our whole COVID process. Yeah.
And with regard to the media guides, though, how is that going? Because we would have had a conversation with two of the media guides already. Do you find the ladies progressing in a way that you want them to? Are they getting a little less shy in front of the camera? What is that like?
We're definitely getting a less shy. I'm actually a product of that media guide process. Like before I was really, really shy, now look at me, right? So we're getting girls that is taking on leadership roles because of media guides, because we're seeing their potential. And this is a new venture. We may not have seen this certain type of potential in a normal meeting face-to-face. Now we're seeing all their little graphic skills coming in or things like that.
And very glad that they have the opportunity and yourself as well for that to take place. And Huldah, no, I'm hearing that this is a 3-year journey in terms of World Thinking Day. So how so? What took place over this period of 3 years?
Our theme in 2019 set the program for 3 years. 2019 started the activity of leadership, where when the program comes out in an activity pack, and when the girls participate and work this activity pack, they actually engage themselves in leadership activities where they develop those skills and attributes and so on. But guiding is not just about working. It's all about games and having fun. This is the backbone behind our organizations, for our girls to come together and have fun. So while they're working on those leadership skills, they're also having fun and enjoying being a part of our huge organization. So we had leadership in 2019 and 2020. Our theme was diversity, inclusion, and equity, which is very, very relevant today as it was so many years ago. And this year, our theme is peace building. And it is so critical today as we face so many challenges in our world. And it is so important for our girls to understand what it means to have peace and to engage in peace. So through this activity pack, they will do activities centered around being strong, standing up, and standing together. Because if we come together as one organization, we are 10 million Girl Guides and Girl Scouts all over the world in 152 countries. We can make a difference. And peace building, it starts with the very simple things, saying hello, a smile, good morning, have a nice day. It starts within us and then, of course, spreads throughout our community, our country, and by extension, the wider world. We are all about making our world a better place for everyone.
I think sometimes when we think about making the world a better place, we can get a little dumbfounded, saying, okay, well, little old me, how can I make a difference? But I like the fact that you actually spoke about, with regard to leadership, Huldah, saying that, yes, you're coming to learn leadership, but at the same time, it's also about having fun. So many times when you kind of forget yourself in terms of having that fun, you realize that there's so much more that you can do when you just allow yourself to be and to have that fun and to engage and to be your best self. Is that something, am I on the right track?
That is
Yes,
actually, sorry, that is actually what we try to do as Girl Guides. We try to provide non-formal education where the girls develop themselves and leadership skills and life skills and become a lot more self-confident about what they can do and what they cannot do with themselves.
And one of the
Through
things,
challenges, adventures, we camp, we hike, we could do anything. We even learn to cook.
definitely, and I like the fact that you say it's non-formal, because sometimes when you have these tight, rigid, cookie-cutter spaces that if you can't fit there, if you don't pass, and because that you don't get yourself, you don't get the opportunity to develop yourself.
No, we have a lot of skills for everyone. You may not be the best cook, but you may be the best seamstress. And you know what? You will excel somewhere in our program.
our program caters for every and any girl. And this is what it is all about. We provide that non-formal education for every and any girl, no matter where you are, who you are, or what you are, in every part of the world. We are the largest voluntary organization in the world for young girls and women, and one of the backbone um, uh, uh, categories we engage in is service. We serve our country, we help each other. This is what we are all about. So when we say we cater for girls, we cater for every and any girl without discrimination in any way whatsoever.
And I think this is a beautiful
And at
point.
any age.
Oh, please, Sarah, you're saying something as well?
And at any age, we're welcoming any female.
Definitely. So this is a point. We take a break. We come back with more. We are talking about World Thinking Day 2021. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are speaking with members of the Girl Guide Association of Trinidad and Tobago about World Thinking Day, which will be observed on the 22nd of February, or is usually observed on the 22nd of February. But the day in question where there will be activities is the Saturday, the 20th. And Huldah, the theme this year is peace building, and you started to speak about an activity pack. When you say activity pack, what do you mean?
Our program comes out in an activity pack where the girls engage in activities, and they engage in 4 different categories: stand up, stand strong, and stand together. When they work this activity pack, they actually get a badge, but they also engage in activities working towards peace building. So every activity they engage in is designed to bring them into the realm of peace building, standing up, standing strong, standing together. Because the whole idea about peace building is that if we come together and work together, we can achieve peace in whatever small way we can do it. When 10 million girls come together, we can make a difference. It is also a time when our girls also voice their opinion and speak out on issues that affect them. And within that activity pack, we create a space for our girls to speak out and have their voices heard, which is critical for our young girls, providing that space for them, that space where they feel safe and they feel confident to speak out and say how they feel about anything, what issues challenge them, and what their ideas and opinions are. And this is what we do.
And I appreciate the fact that you're speaking about it, and I'm hearing the levels in terms of standing as an individual. So you know who you are, you're able to articulate your thoughts, your feelings, and being
That's
able
right.
to be resolute in that articulation and standing strong. And definitely knowing that the sum of parts gives a lot more strength to that position. But I want to talk to the media guide now, please, because I hear we zoom in on Saturday. So what is that like? When does it start? And what kind of activities, or are there going to be people speaking to the guides during the day? So take it away, Sarah, Miss Media Guide.
Okay, so our program on Saturday will be on Zoom, as most things are these days. It will start at 10 a.m. and finish at 12 a.m. 12:30 p.m. It will consist of a lot of things, such as dance, song. We have speakers. Our Chief Commissioner, Ms. Jacqueline Dolly, will be having a nice conversation with us. Our President, Ms. Jennifer Johnson, and hopefully our patrons should be there as well. We have our girls who have done some activities from the package, and they will be sharing that with us on that day.
And even taking it further though, because you called some names, but what are some of the? Is it everybody who's going to be a part of it? So like I see first Endeavour Junior Guides. Is it everybody
Yes.
from that grouping who's going to be there, or does everybody get the opportunity to give their views? How does that take place?
So because of the Zoom limitation, we could only host 1,000 persons via the Zoom platform. However, we will be live via Facebook and YouTube on that day.
All right, Miss Huldah. Now,
Yes.
Sarah started to give an idea, and I feel as though there are two. I feel as though there are two definite kind of things in terms of like one where people are speaking to the group, and then the other part where people can speak back. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes, that is correct. The girls will go into breakout sessions where they will view the presentations from different divisions, and they will have an opportunity to comment on those presentations, speak about what they learned, what they did, their whole engagement in working this um, activity pack and the challenges they've had. And this is where they will get an opportunity to have their voices heard. So it is very important for us to create a platform for them to speak out and have that importance within our organization. Our organization is for them.
And I'll ask both of you, but I'll start with Sarah. What do you all hope to really say to get out of this? In the sense that if X happens, World Thinking Day 2021 was a success. What are you looking for, Sarah?
I am just looking for my girls to have fun, to learn what it means to be a guide and what it means to stand together and stand strong in your own words, and know that you have your 1 million girls around sisters, sorry, 1 million sisters around the world, and will always be there to support you, as well as your leaders, your guiders. Everyone will always be there to support you. Whatever you do, just you need to make a stand and stand up for what you want to believe in.
And I always kind of perk my ears up to hear some of the jargon that you will hear within the, and I call it a sorority. So as opposed to saying, okay, the girls, you talk about the sisters. But I'll ask you as well, please, Ms. Huldah, what are you looking for to say, okay, well, this happened, so it was a success?
One of the most important things about having this event this year is that we are challenged in that our girls can't come together and meet face to face. And our Zoom platform, having that Zoom platform and launching that event, it means that we are still providing that space for them to connect. Connecting with each other is critical. Our girls need to feel that sense of belonging and the fact that their leaders are right there behind them. We are still encouraging them. We are still supporting them in everything and whatever they do. So yes, it is going to be a success. There's no if. We are having it. They're going to engage. They're going to have their voices heard, and we will be a success. No, one of the things we focus on is being prepared for everything. And in the middle of COVID, we must be prepared for change and know that we are going to forge ahead and we will accomplish whatever we set out to do. This is our objective, to always, forge and make our way and be the guy that we want to be, 1 in 10 million. So we are going to have a great day Saturday.
I feel
There's
like the
no doubt about
international
it.
commissioner just boxman put me in a corner, you know. If it's like, if it's going to be successful, it's going to be successful. She all quote the motto about being prepared, but looking at the motto, looking at the guide promise, how is it that some of these things kind of tie into World Thinking Day? Because I'm looking at the promise here for the guides, for the brownies, as well as for the rangers. And what are those things that you really kind of jump to the surface with regard to World Thinking Day as they tie into those promises?
Our promise, we start by saying, I promise to do my best. Our best is putting our best foot forward, all our energies into achieving what we set out to accomplish. We work for our community and building our community and forging ahead to make change and create peace, whatever little, in every little corner of our everyday life and our community is what we do. And when we affirm our promises, our commitment, and to work together, to stand together, is part of all of that. So when we do our promise and we make that commitment, we have what we've done is we've committed ourselves to changing our world and making our world a better place. This is what we do. So it's not just being a guide and dressing up and looking all pretty, all the work is there and we do it. So it is very important. I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God, to serve my country, service to my country and our fellow men. This is what it's all about. Being prepared and being prepared for everything. And if we're not prepared for everything, we will learn and we will get there.
Adapt and adjust. But and every time I'm asking for information like this, I'm talking to the media guide. But Sarah, give me some ideas in terms of contact information, please, because hopefully people are looking and saying, okay, well, the Guide Association or Girl Guide Association is still doing good work. It's still very relevant. If I want to get my young lady or my sister into or involved, how do I contact the association?
Sure. Our headquarters is located at number 8 Ross Street, St. Clair, Trinidad, as well as you can always call. Our phone numbers are 628-7966 or 628-2614. You could even check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com at GGATT 100 or our website at girlguidestt.org. Or you can simply shoot us an email at girlguidestnt@gmail.com and we will reply to you in a short manner.
All right, so we want to thank you very much, Sarah Ali, as well as Huldah Balchan-Bissoo, for giving us that information, and more power to you, all the success. Well, you don't need that from me because you said it will be a success. But on behalf of the entire news team, I'm DK Roster. Thank you for joining us and have a good night.